Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from. We, I want to welcome you to the 2025 UTME JAM Mathematics series. For those of us that are writing the UTME JAM for the year 2025. Today we want to look at fractions and decimals, even as it pertains to significant figures, and how questions are asked when using them. And our target is to be able to perform basic operations like addition, multiplication, division, subtractions on fractions and decimal. Two, to express specified number of significant figures and specified number of decimal places. Fraction, as we know, what we know as fraction is the placement of a number to against another number, divide, which will be separated by a line of division. So a fraction can exist in this form. A fraction can exist in the form of x over y, which can be 1 over 2. It can also exist in all the forms that, depending on the type of fraction. Basically, the one on top we call a numerator, while the one below is called a what? Denominator. This can stand as a fraction provided the one below is not equals to 0. The one below is not equals to 0. We have three types of fraction mathematically. The first one is called a proper fraction. A fraction is said to be proper when the one above is smaller than the one below. The one below is bigger. Okay, so as I have 2 over 3, 5 over 29, I can also have 1 over 2, 3 over 4. Any expression that we have a numerator smaller than the denominator is called a simple or proper fraction. Now, but when we have the numerator bigger, we call it improper fraction. And when we have a mixed fraction, is when we have an whole number and either of these two types of fraction. What do I mean by that? You have a whole number and either a proper fraction or an improper fraction. So I could say that 7 whole number, 8 over 5 is also a mixed fraction. Where this is an whole number, this one here is an improper fraction. Okay, is still a mixed number or mixed fraction. Okay, so having said that, it is important to know that we can convert a mixed fraction to an improper fraction for easy mathematical operation. In a GFRE, I will show you how that is done. Okay, so that we can practice further. Okay, to improper fraction. All right. Oh yes, let's start. Now, how do we change a mixed fraction? Let's consider a mixed fraction, say 5 whole number, 1 over 2. To change it to an improper fraction, I will take the whole number. It will be 5 whole number, okay, times denominator 2, which is the what? Denominator, plus 1, which is the what? Numerator. So that gives me 5 times 2 plus 1 divided by the what? Numerator, the denominator. That gives me 10 plus 1 all over 2, and that will be equal to 11 over 2. We can take another one. I could say 4 whole number, 1 over 2 is equals to the whole number multiplied by the denominator 2 plus 1, everything divided by the what? The denominator. All right, look at 4 whole number 1 over 2. How do, if I want to change it to improper fraction, I will say 4, which is the whole number, multiplied by the denominator plus the numerator. Okay, everything divided by 2. So 4 times 2 gives me 8 plus 1 all over 2. That gives me 8 plus 1 is 9 divided by 2. Okay, now having said that, also it's also important that as a student listening to me wherever you are, you should be able to identify what is a proper fraction, an improper fraction, and a mixed number fraction. Okay, so let's quickly review this classwork where you are, because I'm not going to pause the video. I will continue. So look at this quick classwork. Okay, now look at this classwork. In a G-free, just identify which of the fractions do I have on the board. Look at this. Okay, I assume that you have attempted it on your own, and you want to look at how I arrived to my final conclusion, what type of fraction I have written. Look at number 1, 3 over 4. 3 is less than 4. This is a what? Proper fraction. This is 9 over 7. 9 is greater than 7. This is an improper fraction. And this is 6 over number 2 over 5. This is a what? Mixed fraction. Okay? And this is 7 over number 8 over 5 is also a what? A mixed fraction. So now, with that understanding, identifying which fraction is which, then we will now go to the basic operations of fractions. Basic operations, how we can add fractions together, how we can add, whether it's mixed fraction, whether it's a proper fraction, how we can add or subtract. So that's the next phase. I will be showing us how we go about it. As I said, it's going to be very brief and precise, because we are expected to know certain things before doing that.